Hey readers! Our next tip for communicating about our reading is called Sketchnotes. And many of you may be familiar with Sketchnotes, but basically, Sketchnotes are using your written words and your thinking plus visuals. And that what we research has found is that aids comprehension. It's that synthesis when you have to put something into a visual form, it becomes more concrete in your brain and it helps with recall and helps you remember things. And so sketch notes are a great way for kids to jot about their reading, especially in the lower grades. But honestly, I do as an adult, I do it as well in my thinking and learning. So, and it has helped me. It has helped me become a better note taker, honestly. And it does help me to, I know that I just talked about how stopping to jot is one of the things I'm working on, but it does encourage me to jot because I don't feel like I have to have certain things down there, because I'm using those visual aids to really help me get my thinking down on paper. And so, one of the things that I have found helpful with myself and with my children, because I do sketch notes a lot with them, is we went and all picked out our favorite pens. And so I have just a cheap pack of colored pens. And then I also have the twistables for when I want like bigger kind of color. So I've got those different types of pens and different color pens, and those help me with my sketch notes and making them, because sometimes I'm just playing with colors. But anyway, so sketch notes, we do that because they are aiding in comprehension. It helps us keep track of our thinking, but also it helps us with remembering. And it's really easy. Kids can be jotting about anything that they're reading about. You could even use your anchor charts that I shared with you last week, answering one of those questions about plot or setting, and then they could pair that with visuals. So I'm going to show you a quick example from the movie Moana, and you see that, there are lots of quotes and there are lots of words. So there's a quote up there that says, "I think this line means," and then there's lots of images, the self-love, which is a big theme of the book. The boat, I am a boat floating above myself. So there's the ocean, the rain, so there's color. So there's no right or wrong way to do sketchnoting, which I think is wonderful. I think it's something as parents sometimes we struggle with, kind of loose, and teachers loosening the reins, like, jot what you think, jot what you know. But I love that this really pulls on lots of different ways to respond to what they're reading. You could practice with a movie that they like to watch, if you want to practice just doing some sketch notes. But I think the important thing is that they're not only jotting, about they're not just copying lines from the story or stuff from the book. They are jotting about what they are thinking about, and then also adding color and visual representation. But again, there's no wrong way to do this. So I showed you a fiction example. This lends really well to nonfiction. During quarantine, my children and I every day would watch the aquarium. They would post these videos of a new habitat or a new animal, and we would do our sketch notes on those animals. So it lends itself well to either one. But it's something to have fun with, and it's another way to get your kids active and communicating about what they're reading. If you have any questions, if you just Google sketch notes, lots of stuff will come up, examples, and lots of resources. But if you have any questions and want some additional resources or reading around it, just let me know. All right, happy reading and sketchnoting.